Hey everyone, James here with Coffee and Comics, and taking a visit today to my favorite #1 LCS comic shop in Duncanville, Texas, the Duncanville Bookstore. Let's see what we can find as I pick up the comics that I already have to pick up. See you inside. Okay, so we're done at the comic book shop. We're going to head home and we'll see what we got. Okay, everyone. So that was my favorite LCS in Duncanville, Texas. It's about 15 to 20 minutes away from where I live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. Before we get into the comics, I would like to tell you a little bit about this LCS. It's called Duncanville Bookstore, and they did not sponsor this video. I'm not being paid by them. I want to establish relationships and connections from them to you and you to them, and that's just what it's all about, right? Having a relationship, having stories, having connections. Before we get into the comics, the Duncanville Bookstore is located in Duncanville, Texas. And they have a storefront. They have a website. They have a Facebook page where you can like and follow there. They also have an eBay storefront where you can look at things from there. I'll have all of this down in the description. All the links will be provided so that way you can check them out. I'll even add in the address so that way if you're here locally, you can physically drop by the store and have a look around. They're great people. It's a great place. Bo is usually manning the front desk. Andy is the owner, who you may or may not see because he's typically off buying collections and just trying to keep the business going. Occasionally you might see Tiffany roaming around, but it's rare, but it can happen. They are open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyways, everything will be in the description below for this video on how you can connect with them, and I just thought I would give that information to you so it would be another connection, another relationship whenever you're looking for comics and collectibles or you happen to be in the Duncanville, Texas area. Before we get into the comics, one more thing. If you want to show your support for this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, share the content, share the videos, let people know. I'll be looking at your comments. I love replying to comments and having conversations with people. Okay, so that's all for that. Let's get into the books. Okay, so first up, I did get a numerous amount of books. I did get a lot of books for the wife, but I won't show those in this video. I'll save that for another video. Maybe I'll make a what's in the wife's collection video series or something like that. Some of these books I got from some of the Facebook live auctions. Some of them I got from the posts that they make throughout the week, which could be a $5 book, a $10 book, or what have you. Some I pulled directly off of the comic book website. Some I had them pull from their eBay and put with my list so that way I could have those. And then some, obviously, I did just pick up directly in the store. Here we go. The first one, The Adventures of Superman from 1992. It is $4.97. Cool looking cover. This is part 4 of 7 of the Doomsday series where Superman and Doomsday fight it out. This is part 4, so it may look familiar to you. I don't have this whole set. I do have this book and one more. Working on trying to get the 7. So the second book with that same series is Superman in Action Comics from 1992, 684. It's also a newsstand, and this is part 5. So I have 4 and 5. Trying to get the rest of them. Nice looking cover there. So next up, giant size annual The Avengers, number 16 from 1987. I grabbed this. I don't have any others in this series, but man, I thought the cover was cool. All different characters on the front, cool looking dark black space background. So obviously they're fighting in space. It's also a newsstand, but look at this. Check that out. Pretty nice. Let me know if you have any books in this series. I have issue number 2 in the 12 issue series. This is going to be real familiar to all of you because it's a very well-known series, and honestly this is the only one I have so far in this series. I have to get the other 11. It was a limited series, and it is the Marvel Super Heroes Secret Wars number 2. And this is the only one I have in this series so far. So I got to get the rest of them. The adventure continues. Very nice. Let me know in the comments below what you think about some of these books. If you have them, if you want them, whatever. Okay, so the next 3 books I got is another familiar series. And I had a few of these as a kid, but I no longer. Like most of the comic books I had, I don't know where they went. So I'm trying to recollect some of those that I once had. I didn't have any of this series until I picked these up, but now I have 3 of them and looking to get the rest of the series. It will be another familiar series to you, and it is the Infinity Gauntlet. Here is issue number 2. Nice looking cover there. I love this series. It was a very good read. And let me tell you why I like this series so much. You know why? Because it has to deal with Thanos. And if you know me, I'm a huge villain guy. Love my super supervillains. So I mainly got it because of the villain, Thanos. I also got issue number 3 of this series. Pretty nice looking cover there. Got everybody coming out. Very cool. Pretty decent condition. I also picked up issue number 6, newsstand. What do y'all think of that one? Thanos is in the stranglehold right now. That is the only 3 I have from this particular series so far, but I'll get the rest. I did get some Deadpool. Obviously, I love Deadpool. Favorite character. So I try to pick up some Deadpool when I can. X-Force number 41. This is part of the Ghost calendars. This is part 2. Nice looking cover right there. It's got Colossus, has Omega Red, Domino, and this old guy right here is like I think they call him the Elder Kid Omega is who that is. This is kind of a future version of Deadpool. And then you got Wolverine. Always glad to have any kind of Deadpool comics come into my collection. And I did get another version of that. It's a variant cover, but same book, just missing a couple characters from the other one. Very cool. Always good to get Deadpool in the collection. Favorite character. Unfortunately, I don't have the Holy Grail for my collection, which is New Mutants 98. Had it as a kid. I even drew a sketch of it as a kid. Still have the sketch, don't have the book. But anyway, I pick up all the covers that I can that is kind of an homage to that book until I can get it. So why not, right? Here's another homage or variant, Captain America Cold War, but I picked it up because Deadpool on the front. Check that out. Very nice. Another one for the collection. Let me know if you like Deadpool. If you do, or you don't, or whatever, let me know in the comments. So here's one of those covers that I was talking about. It's a version of the original, right? True Believers, number 1. Let me know if you have a New Mutants 98 and if you want to get rid of it. Next up, Venom, Lethal Protector. This is from the Lethal Protector 2 series, but it is a variant, and it is number 4, and I like the Lethal Protector series for Venom. Nice cover, got a Dr. Doom on there. Very cool. I think it looks pretty awesome. You know why? Because 1, I like Venom and the Lethal Protector series, and supervillain. Love those supervillains. I think I love supervillains because they get to have all the fun, right? They don't have to deal with any type of character issues or moral code or doing the right thing. They can just have all the fun, do whatever they want. Maybe that's why I like the supervillains so much. This next book is very interesting. It's a thick book. It's square bound book, and it's a number 1, and it's called Son of Origins of Marvel Comics. And it has a very cool cover. Let me know if you've seen this one before. This is very cool. What this is a collection of past stories. So like Tales of Suspense, one of the original Incredible Hulks, Journey into Mystery. Some of those old stories, those old comics are collected inside this. And it's pretty thick too, if you can tell. But very cool. I'm very interested in reading this because I may or may not ever have those comics, but I have them in this kind of collected book right here. Let me know if you've seen this. I thought that was a pretty good addition to the collection. Okay, so next up is the prize winners for this thing. Now, I love mysterious characters. One of the favorite mysterious characters in my collection, and one of the most powerful, but probably one of the characters that kind of gets kicked over to the side and not, I guess, recognized as much. He's kind of a big deal when he's around, but when he's not around, you kind of forget about him. And that character is the Phantom Stranger. I love this character. I picked up a comic in an antique mall not long ago in one of my videos that I have, and I picked up a Phantom Stranger book, and that got me really involved in liking the Phantom Stranger. I just love the mysteriousness about him. It's just awesome. I picked up this Phantom Stranger book, number 1 from 1993, and it's a DC Vertigo version of the Phantom Stranger. Now, the cover is kind of mysterious. It's kind of a little lackluster. It's I guess it's a photo cover, but you know, I got it for $2 out of the $2 bin. Pretty nice little pickup to add to the collection for $2. The next one I picked up was off of their eBay site that I had added to my collection, and it is the Batman Phantom Stranger, and I think this is a one-shot book, but very cool cover, very mysterious. Check that out. How can you not like Batman and the Phantom Stranger on the cover in the same book? This is also a square-bound book. It's by Grant Ranson. It's a pretty thick book. Pretty nice, don't you think? I think so. Now, I picked up quite a few Silver Age Phantom Stranger. Okay, so the first one I have is issue number 2, Silver Age. I believe this was 1969. Now, these are not in super great condition by any means, but when they're heavily discounted, I'm going to pick them up for the collection. What do you guys think of that one? Got some nice color on there. So next up is number 4. This is a Neil Adams cover. Very cool. Next one on the list is Phantom Stranger number 6. Very nice. I've not read any of these, but I'm going to. Let me know if you have any Phantom Stranger in your collection. If you like the Phantom Stranger, you don't. It's kind of a mysterious individual. And if you ever research anything, it's kind of convoluted as far as how he came to be. There's about 4 to 6 different origins of the Phantom Stranger. We have number 7. Very nice. Next up, we have Phantom Stranger number 13. Phantom Stranger number 27. Number 33. That's a nice looking cover. And we have number 38. And these are all the Silver Age Phantom Stranger books that I have. It's technically I guess, volume 2, because the Phantom Stranger come out in the 50s. I want to say 52. So he's been around quite a while, and he's made some appearances. He pops up kind of here and there, but like I said, he's kind of a big deal when he shows up, but when he's not around, people kind of forget about him. Let me know what you think about the Phantom Stranger, about all the other books that I showed off in the comments below. So until the next video, enjoy your coffee, enjoy your comics, and enjoy your day.